Get this so I can see it. Come on. There we go. It's kind of irritating. Trying to get it so I can read the chat. For some reason, it's not really letting me read it. Alright, here we go. She gonna keep up today? Alright. So we got sound. It's kind of irritating. Yep, we got sound. Huh. All messages. Here we go. It's wet sand and gets dirty. What's up, Mark? I could do this and not mess my phone up in the process. Thank you. Appreciate it. A combination between my channel and my buddy's channel. Buddy did the finished body work. A bunch of the patches that I wasn't able to do were get done. And I handled all the mechanicals and stuff like that, some of the finished stuff. But the paint, I cannot take credit for. Gonna have to run in and get some towels here in a minute. I got some good ones getting cleaned up. Buff in and wet sand in there, and this stuff just gets everywhere. We had to do some paint repairs on it. That's why it's got trim on it and getting buffed. Hey, it happens, right? And quite honestly, we're gonna have to go over the car anyway, so for at least for SEMA, we're gonna have to go over the whole entire car again. Quick shakedown. Go over the paint once more, rebuff it out. Any imperfections we gotta take care of, we take care of. I can tell you right now, the blue's got a little bit of overspray on it from the clear we had to re-clear. Like I said, ain't no big deal. We'll get that taken care of soon. This is like the 5th time this car has ever been outside. Move this camera for you guys. Who you got? Elon Pugh? Poe? Something along them lines. Get ready to start the interior on this here probably in the next month. That'll pretty much be about the wrap up. Watch my phone so don't bake it in the sun over there. Billy Triplet, how you doing? Ray White? Yeah, this one ain't getting no demolition derby. Uh, First off, there's really nothing in the trunk, and I gotta spray the gutters out of it anyway. Latches aren't all in there. You know, all that fun stuff. The car's half built. So we're just trying to clean the stuff off of it. So I really, if anything is in the trunk that's in there, I care less if it gets wet. If it was a real concern, I'd have had the taillights in it. You know what I mean? That's why the trunk's open. Um, yeah, you know, I don't even think the latch is adjusted right on it, to be honest with you. Fine adjustments, fine tuning. Anybody that builds this stuff, they know how it is. There's nothing important in there anyway right now. Some older boxes and whatnot. You know, I probably should have left the bottom of that trunk let alone. Oh well. Watch what I do with my phone. I don't want to spray it. Yeah. Yeah. That phone's going. That phone's going. The phone's recording. Man down. Well, that's a good way to break a screen case, huh? Oops. What you gonna do? It happens. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Maybe I should set that on the concrete instead. I think it might be the window. The wind is doing it, to be honest with you guys. Anyway, that sucked. Hopefully my daughter didn't use my other screen case. Yes, it's got disc brakes on all four corners. Um, C4, Corvette C4 in the front, C6, C5 in the, sorry, C4 in the rear, C5 in the front, airbags all the way around. Actually, give me a minute. Maybe we'll do a little walk around real quick. Oh, how about that? But, excuse the mess. Yes, it's got disc brakes. Disc in the rear. "14" in the front. Excuse the mess in the engine compartment. We're still wiring, still doing fuel systems and everything else. But LS swapped. That's what we've done with the engine. Yeah, we are wrapping up a 6-year long project on this one. Air ride suspension all the way around. You name it, power windows, you name it. This car is vintage air. It's got a lot done to it. Let me try to set you guys back up over here. Get the wind to knock it down and break my phone again. You know what I mean? Um, so one thing I try to promote with this car, guys, the whole thing I try to do with my channel is, my hands, they don't straighten. It's as straight as they get. My wrists don't bend. And I got one leg. And I try to let people know that you ain't got to let a disability stop you. If you like cars, you can still get out here and do it, and just about anything in life, really. If you've got the passion and you want to do it, and you don't want to let your body define who you are, get out here and get it done. I close a lot of my channel, my videos. I'll tell you, stay greasy, whatever. But I'm telling you, it's out there and just get this stuff done. If you ain't out here working on them, you ain't getting finished. I've got about 80 days to finish this car. People talk about that SEMA crunch. I'm here to tell you, man, it ain't no joke. It's real. That is why we are washing it, because I'm actually washing all the wet sanding garbage off of it. That's the streaks you're seeing. Buffing and wet sanding and all that. We had some paint correction we had to do, i.e. meaning I messed the black paint up on the car and had to rebase coat it. We had to re-clear it. So that's why we were wet sanding and buffing on a car that's got its trim on it. Not that I like washing cars. I mean, doing that to cars that are just about done, going, 7 steps backwards. Oh, it was horrible. I was not happy. And I know what I did to mess it up, too. That's a sad thing. It was a stupid reason why it got messed up. But it got messed up nonetheless. It got messed up because I wasn't paying attention. I was in too much of a hurry. Somehow I introduced dirt into my buffing pad. That was all she said. All she wrote. Time to call in the troops and get it fixed. So I'll be straight with you. I'm not the world's best painter. Matter of fact, I'm mediocre. I can get the small parts done, but you got a color that's highly susceptible to mottling and stuff like that. Not me. How to find somebody. These materials are just ridiculous anymore. The cost of them. I almost had to throw that sponge away. Being careless. Uh, 86 F-150 Lariat 4x4 4-speed 350 mono. Sounds like a heck of a deal for $200. How's the body? Well, if you're from Kentucky, I'm sure it's really not that bad because I've had a lot of cars from Kentucky. Us Ohio boys, on the other hand, we find stuff for $200. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. Hate it when it happens. People call. I need to start turning my phone off on this stuff. Problem is, I don't think there's really a good way to turn the. I haven't found a good way to turn off the all the caller to put people on do not disturb on an iPhone yet. Anyway, at least these newer ones, I can't seem to get it done. Didn't want to get that wet. Oh well. Put it over here in the save pile. Later on, I got to clean the garage out yet. There we go. There's a spring up there I got to remember not to throw away. Change the water out here soon. Put some fresh soap in it. Do it again. That little guy in the back pocket. I still got to build a panel for under the hood yet. Bumper's got to come back off, get realigned because it fits like garbage. There's a lot to do in 80 days, guys. Hopefully here in the next week, 2 weeks, we'll be doing first start. Kind of looking forward to that. Seeing how the last time I heard this engine one run was when I pulled it out of the truck. I pulled it out of. Probably should have started it before I put it in the car, but no guts, no glory. What's up, Lotus? I don't play with cars with tiny turbos in them. Players that needed some attention. Paint touch up there I gotta do. Whoa. You hung up on. All right, let's wash this bucket out and do it over again. One second. Remember, everybody, dish soap's for washing dishes and not cars. I would love to start my car, Lotus. I was just talking. We're going to do that in about 2 weeks or so, but I've been saying that for a couple of months now. But I got to get on it because I got dyno time reserved coming up here soon. You know? What's up, Vic? Let's come back out here into the sunlight. Well, that shade's starting to really move off. Or sun's starting to move off. It'll be shady here shortly. Now, because the holes are open in the hood, I've actually got to be quite careful on how I spray that hood down. Because I don't have the covers on the throttle bodies yet. I got 8 little water dumps going into the engine if I'm not paying attention. You get one of them readers is what I need to do. Thanks, appreciate it. Floyd Hall, appreciate it a much. A bunch. We just got done doing a bunch of wet sanding to it and polishing, so we got to get her cleaned up. All that residue off of it. It's kind of nice to see it outside. This is like the 5th time I've ever had it outside. Kind of a nice change. Know what I mean? Nah, she's an airbag car. 4-wheel disc brakes. I don't like the ride that hydraulics give a car. I build it. I want to drive them. I just I don't know. I just never been a hydraulic guy. I like the looks of them and I think they're neat, but it's never been a hydraulic guy. Anybody in the chat know anything about this car? It's gonna be Lotus. That boy knows just about everything. He's been here since day one and been down to work and play with it. Kind of been in a small community of channels that we have that's all kind of, they've all had their hand in it somewhere. That's what I like about the car community. They ain't afraid to get out there and help you get dirty and help you get it done. They'll always give you a hand. Switch you guys back over here to this side. And I'm gonna have to come back out with some spot remover and all that other happy stuff. Called the car Pandora. I tell you what, when I started this car, that's when we opened up Pandora's box. This old girl was a mess. I can tell you that much. Still got to buff the roof out. She's sanded down to 5,000 and ready to go. But I needed to clean the garage out. This shop cleaned up. Get all the sanding debris down off the car. Just get her a good clean. It's been a while. Alright guys, well listen, pretty much got this wrapped up here. I gotta get in the garage, I gotta get this place cleaned out. I gotta go in, I gotta get some stuff, I gotta dry the car off. I gotta stop the water spots. And then I gotta hit it with a quick detailer. And make sure I got all the water spots off so I don't do no damage to the fresh paint. I definitely don't want to do any more work than I have to. I mean, that's a reflection on that car. Nonetheless, she looks good. I've had I'll tell you what, this car, you say you wish you still had some from your back in your racing days. This car is one I chased and I kept trying to get. And I'm glad I didn't have it when I was doing all the drag racing and stuff like that, because this car would have never survived. Had a 64 Chevelle that was run off the end of the drag strip and totaled it. A couple Chevelles that got totaled, hit the wall. Um, high 10s, low 11s, mistakes. Things come up quick on you. I couldn't even imagine if I was going faster how quick they'd come up on you. You know what I mean? It's nuts. But anyway, I got to get going. I got to get a couple things done. We have been on this thing. How long have we been on this now? About an hour? Hour and a half? Let me check. We're not running at it for just about an hour. So, anybody got any questions, feel free to slide them by real quick and I'll answer. Yeah, I put brakes on this one. They're right. I mean, bumpers are brakes, right? That's why we got them. Um, it's, yeah, it's got brakes, I think. I guess we'll find out soon if it got brakes. I know it looks like it has brakes. Uh, yeah, Lotus, I've been actually wanting to call you on the 3D print and stuff. I do have an idea. It's just, it keeps slipping my mind because I got so much going on with this and just daily life. You know, this is not a full-time job. This is a hobby, and it's eating up more than a full-time job in my day. Um, yeah. Well, all right, guys. Listen, I'm out of here. Remember, get out in the garage and stay greasy. Don't let your body's disabilities or the lack of limbs, in my case, uh, don't let your body control your life. You control your body. It's not the other way around. All right.